The first time I tried Käsespätzle, I definitely put it together with a very familiar mac and cheese that I've had in the past, like an Americanized version, but I definitely knew that it was its own thing. I asked a couple of people within my local community how they enjoy their Käsespätzle, and I got a couple of different variations. I'm excited to make those today and do a little taste test with my toddler to see which version he likes the best. And of course, which version I like the best. I'm very hungry, so let's just get started. This is evidence of the conversation I had with the ladies I asked for their input on this dish. One person said Parmesan is kind of spicy for them. It might be for my toddler, but he loves spice, so I'm excited for that. And for the mozzarella version, it needs to be slippery. I need to add some onion and some cream as well. So we're going to make our best version and try our best and see what that looks like. 2 cups of flour. And for today's batch, I'm going to use freshly cracked black pepper and maybe a little bit of, I don't know, cayenne or paprika, I'll decide. Cayenne, just a dash, just to give us a little bit of extra spice. All right, so now we're gonna mix this up. I'm gonna go ahead and add in about half a cup of milk. And if you've come from my last video, remember we want this to be like a thick pancake consistency. Not too thin, but also not too thick. I feel like mixing a good amount of air is really helpful in this step. I'm liking this consistency. And I'm gonna just let this sit, kind of marinate while I get the rest of my ingredients prepped. So we're gonna generously salt our water, like so, maybe a couple of pinches so that our noodles have maximum flavor. So we're gonna start working on the mozzarella dish first. And onion was highly, highly requested for this. I feel like it is probably close enough to the preference of most folks here, so I'm just gonna do it. I feel like it's gonna be delicious. We've got our water boiling here, and I'm going to also get this pan prepared. So when our spätzle is finished here, I'm gonna just transfer it to this pot here and then reserve a little bit so we can do the Parmesan version as well. A good 2 tablespoons of butter, which might look like a lot, but I feel like it's gonna be perfect. In our pot here, I'm just going to start to get our spätzle oiled. And this is my trusty spoon that I used the last time, and it worked so perfectly, honestly. We have a saying in our culture, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and that is how I feel about this. It was never broke. It was never broken to begin with, so I'm just gonna do it like this. And you kind of move fast because I feel like the little dumplings float to the top so quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and put our onions in the pan and let those saute up. I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit so they do their things. Add in our noodles. For this version, I've got some cream and some mozzarella cheese. So we're gonna go ahead and add that and then add our cheese. The onions smell so good in this dish. Oh my goodness. Chatter from my little one in the background, which I love. He's so excited he didn't want to take a nap because he knew that I was making this. So Not even a surprise at this point. All right, we're gonna go with, oh, that smells good. Another 2 tablespoons of butter, since this is a butter sauce. My friend Kelsey calls this garlic maxing, and I 1000% agree. Why not? Add a bunch of garlic to your to your sauce. We're just gonna add in our noodles and a little bit of pasta water. Create a nice sauce. Add in some green onions. We'll take our Parmesan and grate that over top.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this to a dish. I made a pretty big mess in my kitchen, so let me clean up first. Add a little bit more cheese on top of both dishes. We have quite the spread here. We've got our Parmesan version and our mozzarella with onion version and some sides as well. I've got some protein in the microwave as well that we're gonna add to our feast. In all reality, it's just my toddler and I, but this is gonna make great leftovers for the next few days. So I'm so excited that I took the time to make this. You can always get pre-made spätzle and do all of the other steps instead of making it yourself. But it really is super simple. And I find that when I make this dish, it's great because I don't have to go out and buy all the ingredients because you usually have them in your pantry. So perfect. And now we are ready to eat. Let's bring all of this to the table and see which one we like the best. Everything looks so yummy. Can I see your plate? I'll fix your plate first. Do you want some? Well, try both, okay? You have to tell me what you think. All right, what do you think?
Yes.
Which one do you like?
This one.
That one, the one with mozzarella cheese? The one that's like more creamy?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try both. I definitely made a feast. This is so fun. And of course, I did not make it how everybody makes theirs, but I will have my version up on the blog. I have one version already up there, but the other version is coming very soon. I like it. Ooh, that's yummy.
Do you like it?
I do. I think the salt to seasoning ratio is actually perfect. Yes, that is exactly what I was looking for. In terms of creamy, comforting, it tastes like home. That's nice. That's so nostalgic. I like the garlic one too. I like garlic. Leave a comment down below letting me know how you make your spätzle. And if you've never made this dish before, let me know if you would be willing to try. And I want to thank Ingeborg and Bettina for giving me your tips on how to make spätzle the way that you like it at home. I am so grateful for you all watching today. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.